We in there. What's up? What's up? What's up?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Damn, this is crazy.
The setup is real.
The setup.
The technology is real.
So, all right, man. So we got Roddy Road in the building.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking, man. I was like, I know we were just talking. It's like, dude, in college, who would have freaking thought, man?
Who would have thought?
Right?
I would never have guessed this. We're too busy. Let me turn off my phone real quick because we're in action. We're too busy like having parties and getting to know ourselves, figuring out who we were.
Right.
I didn't know we were gonna be sitting here having a podcast and vlogging at the same time. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, the thing about it is that like, just like you said, it's like growing. And you're in business already.
Right.
Like you've been in business for a long time. Like how long would you say you've been in business?
Dude, if I was an official business where I had to wear a suit and tie and all that stuff, that's been 7 years and a couple days.
Damn.
Right, 7 years, a couple days. Before that, I was in the Hollywood business, and I was at least for like 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that was the unofficial. There's no suit and tie, but that's the business, right? And a couple years before that, I started personal training, and I was in that business. So I guess that the one thing that has in common is the people business. So I've been in the people business for
people.
Yeah, it's at least 12 years of people business, at least.
Can ride, man.
Yeah, 12
okay.
years.
So all right, so guys, you guys don't understand this, but I want to talk about just college real quick.
Yeah, let's go to college.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Flashback. I need that flashback animation going on. You know, let's go.
So my and this is from my perspective. So this was it was my second year. I think it was my second year, and then we were up all the way at the top of the dorms.
Right. Building 5.
It was building 5. I think it was 5305.
Yeah, 5305.
Right? That's crazy, man. Yeah. So we were all the way up there, and then I remember seeing you move in, and then I just remember you being a freaking storyteller. This dude has stories, man.
Right. Came with a big ass suitcase and everything like that. Val was a bully. First
what
of all,
you mean?
he was like, wait, you sure this is your dorm?
I did say that.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was my dorm, and I'm like, am I in the wrong place? I see all of these all these black guys huddle around something because they're on a fraternity, they're pledging, right?
Yeah.
And then, so they're doing some top secret stuff, and I just walk in on them. They weren't expecting me. So, are you sure you're in this dorm? I'm like, I don't know, am I? And he checks my credentials.
No, I did.
Yeah, you looked through the key and everything, and it said 5305. And I felt like I went through the second part of TSA. And so he checked my credentials and he said, oh yeah, you are here. But you know what? It was cool. He picked up my bag for me, brought me in, set me up, and it was cool. I'm like, this guy's a stand-up guy, man.
Cool. Yeah, man. Wow, man. I didn't even... Damn. And then before that, though, you were at Rutgers, right?
Yeah, Rutgers,
man. How was that?
That was great, dude. It was, I've never been around multiple races at once.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've lived, if I was in California to go to school, it was me and all the Asians, or me and all the Mexicans, and then me and all the whites.
But you kind of always been like that. Yeah. You get along with anybody.
Right.
You've been like that.
And I don't even like being around the same type of group. So I think I actively tried to look for other people.
Right.
And that wasn't even enough for me when I found other people. I wanted to bring them together because I'm like, this guy's so cool. But these people think they're a nerd. But if they have someone in the middle that can translate for both of them, right?
Exactly.
And then they get to know each other. Like, I built friendships and I built relationships. I even created lives, man. Some of these friendships I had during the lunchroom that I created, they've got each other pregnant and now they have a kid together. So I'm like, man, that was me, man.
That's all.
I call it a sugar cookie game. We're sharing sugar cookies at lunch, and then look at that. Now they're getting each other pregnant. I'm like, that's me. I'm taking credit for that life.
Right. All right, cool. All right, well, that's hilarious. Okay, so wait. So let's talk about what you do right now. So what would you say is your expertise now?
I mean, my expertise right now is to develop people.
That's good.
It's to take someone's goals, their vision, their dreams, and be able to help them put it on paper and then execute. So basically, I am somebody's GPS. You go to the store, you buy the GPS, they know the destination, but they don't know how to get there. Yeah. They plug it into me, the GPS, I give them turn-by-turn directions. I mean, I get the Morgan Freeman voice on Waze and everything like that.
Well, you can do that?
Yeah, dude, you get different voices. It's
Since
crazy.
when?
Dude, I just found this out.
You can do more than that, right?
More than that, yeah. Female voice, funny Australian voice, everything, man. It's crazy.
Put me on game, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I mean, I'm the guy that helps them get to where they need to go, their destination. Yeah. Yeah. And everyone has a different destination. But I know people want to get there, but I think if you really want to get there, cool. But you have to apply the gas. Right. I can't do that for you. Right. You got to come with a full tank and you got to apply the gas. So for me, it's developing people and helping them reach their goals, and helping people help others. And in turn, it's going to help me.
And in the business that you're in, like the kind of business that you're in, where you develop people, like how would you describe that?
It's a different world. I started in business to business sales. So we randomly jump into a business and say, hey, what's up? You don't have us for this stuff. Go get the guy that handles the bills. We're gonna sell them, basically.
Pretty much.
And then we'll either get a sale or get thrown out the business. And then I transitioned to door to door, which is a little bit more rough and it's more laid back. And I dealt with people with
house, like residents.
Yeah, home, like going from one house to another house. So we don't have the gatekeeper, the little secretary in the front. Now we have dogs. Beware, beware of dog signs. Sometimes people have their guns ready to go.
No way.
Oh yeah, you interrupt people during their sexy time and everything like that, because you're just there. You're knocking between anytime between 1 and 9 p.m. I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot about people. Hey, we're trying to have our romantic time. Can you come back in an hour, bro? You sure you don't need more than an hour? That's all you need? All right, I'll be back. Cool. I'll be back. So you just learn how to disarm people. Literally, if they have a gun, like literally, you learn how to disarm people. You learn how to work around dogs, any obstacles. Because inside that house, that's where the sale is.
Exactly.
So I need to be able to get past all of these security and everything and get to the sale.
Exactly.
Right? That's the destination. That's the goal. There's no excuses. Because if I can't do it, there's someone else that can. So I'm just going to do my best to figure out how to do it.
That's so true, though. Right. That's so true.
Right.
Okay, so like when you say you develop people, like what do you feel like is the biggest? Because I'm sure that when you develop a lot of people throughout the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you probably see some patterns.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what would you say is some of the common stuff that you notice?
Right. The major pattern is excuse making. And people don't see excuses as excuses. They see it as reasons. Hey, I'm supposed to be at work at this time. Well, I didn't get there because there was a huge pileup. And that pileup was unexpected. But now I teach them to expect that pileup every single day. Expect a pileup. Expect your car to explode. Expect that you have to get out of your car and run to the office. Expect that you're going to get pulled over because you're running too fast. You expect everything. And when you factor all those things into your time, then you're going to leave early enough to be able to go through all of that and make it in time and have no excuses or no reasons. The reason why you haven't hit your goals is because you're the one that's in your own way of your goals. So that's one of the trend that I see, excuses or, pointing the finger, not having accountability.
Right.
I teach them to blame themselves for everything. If it's raining, hey, blame yourself.
It's on you.
It's my fault it's raining. When my guys don't do well, I blame myself. I go back home, I go to the drawing board, I'm like, what is it that I could have done better to have a different result? Because then I empower myself and then I get better results. If I empower someone else, if I empower the weather, if I empower my mom, my dad, my dog, but guess what? I'm not going to get to where I need to go.
Yeah.
So that's one of the trends that I see. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants an 8-pack. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. But when they see the process they have to go through, when the work is exposed to them, here's a blueprint. they're like, oh no, sorry, I want this, but I want to not have to do these 3 things to get there.
Exactly.
Is there any way around it? You know, you see this in the gym all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got it now. I mean, you got these muscles now. I was with you when you're building up your muscles back in the day.
Hell yeah.
People, hey, what are you on? What do you take? They don't ask you how many hours do you spend a day.
Yeah.
How long have you been working out? What do you take? And then I just messed with them. I said, hey, come here. How do you feel about needles? And they look at me all scared. I'm like, because they weren't expecting the answer, right? I'm like, just joke. I don't take steroids, but this is what I do every single day. I've been lifting since I was 17,
right?
And people don't want to hear that. Ugh, they're like, oh, lifting since 17. Yeah, I'll wait on that. So yeah.
I tell people all the time. It's like, you know, I put in the work. I just put in the time.
Absolutely.
It's been years of doing that work.
Right.
So I was like, you're not gonna get it. Like it takes time.
It takes time.
It takes time.
I met you guys when you were 18.
That is crazy, dude.
What are some of the trends you see? I mean,
with people?
Yeah, with people. You've dealt with people your whole life.
Yeah, and it's very similar to yours. I mean, if you like, let's just say you call it excuses. I would say it's just people that don't know how to be resourceful. Right. So it's like if there's they don't know how to be.
I love it.
You know what I'm talking about too. For example, I even tell you right now, like I was just in San Diego. I told you that. Right. I didn't get any sleep. Like I did a podcast episode recording on what was it, Wednesday night.
Right.
I was done at like 1 a.m. because I had to process and edit it.
Wow.
So I edited it, right? And I'm like, dang, I have to be at San Diego at 6:30 a.m.
Right.
I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't really get any sleep because I kept working and I had to pack, and then I had to take about an hour just to get to. I was gonna do I'll do Greyhound. So I bought the Greyhound ticket.
Right.
And I said, you know what? I could drive, but I want some sleep.
Right.
So let me hit the Greyhound.
Right.
And then I went to the Greyhound, and then the Greyhound said the bus is delayed. Right. And I'm like, oh crap. Luckily, I found somebody who was like, man, I'm going to San Diego too. I said, okay, well let's take a lift.
Right.
So we literally split a lift and we drove all the way down.
Ooh, what a lift! That's a long lift.
Yeah.
That's a long lift.
I was like, I told the driver, I was like, bro, you ready to go to San Diego, man? Yeah. So. And then so I went there and I'm like, okay, I got all my energy stuff. I'm just sipping on coffee and tea and everything, bro. Right. So I do this all day, and at the end of it, I had to leave once again. Booked another Greyhound to come back here, you know. And the thing about it is, I think about that. I'm like, man, there's so many people that would have been like,
oh, oops, the Greyhound isn't here, so I guess the opportunity's done.
Yeah. I guess I can't do it, or I guess I can't go. And there's so many people in.
We'll get it next time. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, there's so many people, man. It's like that do that, and it's like, oh, they'll say, I don't know how to do it. I go, you can freaking learn how to do it.
Right.
What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
Right.
Okay, you don't know how to do it, learn.
Right.
I don't know where to go to learn to do it.
Right. And I don't want to, sorry to interrupt you, I don't mind if they come to me, like, hey, this is what you have to do by this time. And they come to me and say, Rod, I'm down, I'm excited, but I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? Mm-hmm. Right? But when they wait to the deadline that's passed, and don't say anything, and I'm expecting something, and so I go to inspect what I expect from them, and they're like, well, I didn't do this because I didn't know. Then it's like, come on, dude.
Bro.
Come on, because if you weren't going to do it, I would have found someone else that would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All the way. So now I inspect every step of the way, because people are going to not be as resourceful. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, did you get it done? Oh, well, I don't know how to do it. So now I'm getting that stuff. I want the early excuses. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Let's figure it out. That's the thing, man. I think that's initiative.
Right.
That's initiative. And most people actually don't have that kind of initiative.
No, they don't.
But see, that's why you're in the position you're in. Because
exactly.
On your own, you'd be like, okay, I don't know how to do this. Right. All right, well, where can I go to learn it?
Right.
That's the same. Even starting this video, even with your vlogging, I know for sure, like you went into, okay, let me learn how to at least do this.
Dude, I didn't have that camera when I started. Right. I had my Note 7. Okay, I'm confessing. I was supposed to hand it in. I didn't hand it in because I'm a risk taker. That's why I'm gonna. Yeah, I still have that Note 7.
My God, man.
Shoots in 4K. And I put on a little thing, and I started vlogging with that.
That's how you started.
People could be like, well, I don't have all the equipment, so I'm not going to start vlogging. I just will use what I have available.
That's it, man.
I use this thing it's called SWAN, right? SWAN mentality. And it's called sell what's available now. Right? Well, this is a little bit different. Use what's available now. You can call it whatever you want, but it's still kind of off of that same mentality.
Right. Exactly.
Right? I have no excuse. Let's just use it, and when I get something better, I'll switch to that. I don't know how to edit, but you know what? I find someone that knows how to edit, and until I learn how to do it, then I can even help him while he's editing.
Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
Just start.
Exactly.
Just go.
Yeah, exactly.
Act now, apologize later.
So crazy said. Exactly. Man, I love that, dude. Swan. I never heard that, man.
Yeah. It's one of those undercover things. I let it out now. Swan. It means two things, actually. That's another part of swan, right? Meaning when you have employees, when you have people looking up to you, you're working hard, right? But you don't want to put your stress on those guys. They aspire to be in your position. Right. But what if you're like, oh man, this shit sucks. Oh my God. Exactly. Like, I have all these bills to pay. Oh, how am I going to pay the office rent? No, on the top, a swan is graceful. Right? Don't ballerinas have something like swan somethings in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like they emulate the swan.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Graceful. But if you put your head underwater, you're gonna see that swan like pedaling like a crazy. Like he's going, but on top, he's coasting. That's how we are as business people, man. Wow. So on the top, look at me. I'm in my Porsche. I'm in this. I'm in that. But behind the scenes, I'm working like an M8 effort. Like I'm going crazy. And that's swan. Two versions of swan.
That's interesting. I'm going to go based off of what you just said, man. I read this book, or I think it was an article about what it said was the law of the least effort. And the thing about it is, it's not necessarily doing less effort, but you want to making it appear like you're like you're not working. Yeah. Right. So make it appear that what you're achieving is it's not taking that much. It's making it look easy.
Right. The perception you're giving out is making it look easy.
And they say that it's people that, and this even goes in a social setting or in a business setting or in a sports setting. It's like when the person that makes it look easy is often looked to as as the leader, as the alpha, as the you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what I feel like that's what characterizes like bosses or business owners.
Great bosses.
Great bosses. Yeah. It's like they make it look easy, but
it's not.
And then they gave an analogy, right? They gave an analogy, and they said in the analogy though, it said most of the time, honestly, you got person A who's working their ass off, but they look like they're working their ass off.
Right.
You can see it.
Yeah,
so it's not really attractive. Yeah. Then you got person B who they're working their ass off, but you won't know. But when they're accomplishing it, it makes it look like, dang, like they're not working at all. Right. They said most of the time B is actually working harder.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. B is actually working harder than.
Do you know how hard it is to work your ass off and make it look easy? You're not working hard. Like wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you got to work, and then you got to work to make it look easy.
Right. My friend Cedric, I used to lift with him early on in my lifting days, and we'd be lifting some weights, and he's like, "Roddy, listen, we look like we're in too much pain, man. From now on, we're gonna smile whenever we're in pain." We started practicing smiling whenever it's really hurting. We just smile. We started laughing, right?
That's dope.
And people are like, "What's going on with these guys? Like, they're having so much fun. The lift is so easy." And then I carried on with me. I'm smiling when I'm in pain.
Right.
Even when I'm in pain in business, I just learned to put on a smile.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy, right? And it looks like there's no effort there. Wow, bro, that looks super easy. But in the back of my head, it's like, no, I felt like my knees were going to shatter. Right. But for you, I'm going to smile. The smile is for you. That smile is for you.
So, okay, so you live what? You live in
Cincinnati, Ohio right now. So
I keep mixing up CT.
Yeah, I know.
But CT isn't Cincinnati, it's Connecticut.
That's Connecticut. Like, I made sure when I picked my neighborhood that I lived in, I know on the podcast they can't see me if there's audio, but I'm a Black American, so I like to still live in nice areas, you know. So I go to the neighborhood and I wait for nighttime to fall, and I see the reflectors and I see old white women running around. I'm like, this is where I want to live. If it's safe enough for an old white lady to run around here, it's safe enough for me.
Oh my God.
That's what I do. That's my secret, guys. So if you see me driving around at night, I'm looking for a new place to live. That's what's going on.
Man, when you come back to LA, man.
Bro, that has been the mission. That's been the quest. When I grew up, like 13 years old, they moved me all the way to New Jersey. I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, 13.
You know, grew up, went to college, came to California State University after from Rutgers, came all the way here, And then I got into business. And then guess what? You need to go where the opportunity is.
Right.
So the opportunity for me to run my own office was in New Mexico. So I left California to go to New Mexico. And then I mastered a certain level of business in New Mexico, and I expanded into Cincinnati. So now I'm looking to help out 5 go-getters, 5 killers.
Right.
5 people that just want it. I'm not gonna motivate these guys. They just have to want it themselves.
They gotta be.
Right?
They have to be motivated.
And then guess what? After I help them out, help them achieve their goals, I'm coming back to California.
Work.
I don't know what the competition is, but I know California is not an easy place to work, an easy place to live. But you know what? I've been conditioned in every other state that I've been to be able to come back and handle California like a boss. Right. So I'm looking. Hey, give me a year and a half, man. Give me a year and a half. I like to be back.
I like that. So wait, so that's because we're in 2017.
2017.
Now. So you're talking 2019.
2019.
All right.
Before The Rock becomes president, 2020. Yeah, definitely. Before The Rock becomes president, 2020. Kanye, I love your music, but it ain't happening, man.
You're like, no.
You gotta fix stuff with Jay-Z first, or else he's not even gonna let you run. But before The Rock becomes president, I'm gonna be back here. I mean, how about you, Val? I mean, like it's been a long time. I see you crushing the game of business. And you've been having some ups and downs. What are some of the recent challenges you're having that you're trying to figure out to get through?
Well, you know, even before we recorded, I kind of told you like the last year, like what the last year's been for me. But I would say that's, you know, money for me right now is no longer an issue. Like I have my cash cow, like you described it, right? So being in the ER, just when I do shifts, the money that comes from that goes towards everything new that I'm doing. My challenge though is I love it because it's not even like I'm trying to survive anymore. It's more like, what do I need to do to achieve this?
Yeah, you're in thrive mode.
Yeah. I would say for me right now, okay, so I have 3 employees. So I have somebody helping me with SEO. I have somebody helping me with I would call it my customer support. She's my community manager with Herbalife. And then I have somebody she's like my Sheryl Sandberg. Like, you know, she's like my operations person.
I like that. You gotta have one of those.
Because here's what I learned about myself is that I'm very, like, I'm big picture. But dude, I struggle with getting those routine things done.
Little things.
I struggle with it, man.
Little things that need to get done on a regular.
And they have to be done for
I'm the
business
same
work.
way.
I struggle.
Same way.
So I was like, man, I needed somebody who actually loves that. And I'm just grateful for Kim because she told me the other day, she was like, yeah, man, like routine things, like, it put me at ease. I was like, okay, cool.
Right.
Go ahead and do that.
Be at ease. I'm here to put you at ease. What's her name?
Kim.
Yeah. I'm here to put you at ease.
I was like, yo, Kim. And then she lives 10 minutes away. So normally she's at these. She's at every recording with me.
Nice.
She's the one behind the camera.
Kim, where are you? Exactly. I feel like I'm ripped off right now.
Exactly.
I'm ripped off right now.
I have to do it all by myself. You gotta get on her for that. Yeah, man. So, but she's dope. She's a senior web designer. She's already a higher up at her company.
Nice.
She's a web designer. So, but she brings her creative talent as a creative director.
That's awesome.
So I might have a big picture, but she has more of this looks better this way.
She has that focus.
Yeah.
She has that micro.
Yeah.
You see the macro, but she has that micro.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah. So my challenge right now is, man, I would say right now, it is, dang, okay, I'm realizing, damn, this podcast stuff is a lot of freaking work.
It is.
So what do I need to do to get, you know, what do I need to do with what I have? So what can I do with Kim and with Tiffany, who's my community manager?
Right. And you're also about to hire someone else to handle your video.
Yeah, video. Because, Kim pushed me to do video. I go, but I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh my God, it's so much work. So, dude, so it's that. And then right now it's my Herbalife business. Creating a process with it that Tiffany, my community manager, can really go with and work on and help me do.
Right.
So I'm just grateful though that it's not surviving.
Right.
It's like I'm just trying to handle business problems. That's all it is, dude.
Right.
Yeah. What about you?
I'll say my early struggles was just putting power in the wrong hands. Putting power in the hands of people that I just thought were like cool and they were like me. And I realized I don't want people like me. I don't. Because I remember who I was. I mean, I was a shithead in some sense. I wasn't like ripping people off or anything like that. But I was lazy in certain things, and like I can wing stuff easily. You know, I don't need to prepare. I don't need to prepare for anything. I can wing it. It's a talent, but it also became my curse, because how much better would I be if I just prepared?
Oh, absolutely.
So that people who are kind of like me see that I can wing it and I don't need to prepare, and then they try to wing it and not prepare, and it's not as good as mine, and it's not as effective as mine, and I don't get the result that I need from them. And on top of that, I mean, I like, you have your Tiffany. I needed more Tiffany's. More people that can see things at a different angle. More people that can add value to me, just like I'm adding value to them.
Yeah.
Right. I went and got people. I love to party. No one's strange to that. It is what I love to party. I'm the most hardcore, responsible party.
Yeah, you are.
The most.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if that's something to brag about, but I'm gonna brag about it.
Yeah, you are.
But these other guys that are like me, they might be a hardcore party or a lot of fun, but they're not responsible. So I take them out to party, and guess what? They take their guys out to party, and then their people get effed up, and they don't show up to work. And then it just, I'm like, oh man, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Not around these people.
Yeah.
So I just had to be very careful about what I do around other people, and how I choose people to be in my inner circle, who I put my arm around and said, okay, dude, we're gonna make it. Do I choose them because I just want to, or do I choose them because they deserve it?
Yep.
That they earn it. Because there's a lot of people that earn it. I'm like, this nerd, this nerd is earning it, but no one's gonna like him. He's not that cool. This guy over here is cool as hell.
Exactly.
But he didn't earn it. But I'm just attracted more to that individual because he kind of resembles me.
Yeah.
But I should be with this nerd over here. So now I'm like, hey nerd, get over here.
Let's go.
You earned it. And guess what? When I spend more time with that nerd, excuse my language, guys, but I'm a nerd myself.
Right. I was like, yeah.
I guess it's time to come out of the closet. I mean, this is the better time than any. I'm video and audio. I'm a nerd, everyone.
Straight nerd.
I do everything. Anime,
I know.
computer, tech, everything.
Building computers and stuff, man.
Right. Come say something. I go on dates. The girls see me with my anime on my laptop. You watch this stuff? Absolutely. I make them feel weird. I'm like, what? You don't?
Right.
You're not a nerd? What? Oh man. I can't. But now I bring the nerds close by because they earned it, and eventually, guess what? Some of my talents or skills rub off on them.
Yeah.
Because they feel secure with me, they're willing to venture out a little bit and try new things.
Maybe give them more confidence.
Get a little more confidence. So now I'm very good at picking the right people because they pick themselves. Who do you have to help to be able to, like, who do you need to get to their destination so that you could get to your destination?
Yeah. Okay. Great. So, all right. So, and this is why I love the Herbalife business, because it sounds pretty similar to what you're doing, where
absolutely.
Your success is going to come from developing other people.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
To be successful. So everything I'm doing right now is a way for me to bring in business. Right. I'm just bringing in business. But to answer your question, I have certain people who are leaders on my team who believe in what we're doing, who believe in what I'm doing, and my job is I need to grow them. Right. So one of them is named Funsho, my Nigerian brother. Another one is Patra, and another one is Tatiana. Tatiana she's about to have a kid. She's about to have a baby any day. I mean, probably in the next month or so.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I was just at her baby shower probably like a few weeks ago. By the time this is over, at least she's probably gonna have a kid already.
Right. Congratulations, Tatiana.
Yeah, Tatiana.
Congrats on your boy.
She's
having a boy?
She's having a girl. Her first girl. So she's got 2 boys already. Okay. And then she's.
This is. I usually guess right, but I didn't know you already had 2 boys in the beginning. So yes, the third one is a girl. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
She will be the hell of your life. She will challenge you by the age of 9.
Man, straight up.
I have 2 young sisters. I know how it goes. Congratulations.
For real, dude. Yeah, so it's just getting them, but I have to first go out and get it.
Right.
And that was my problem. Is in the past few years, I was trying to get the team to get going, but I didn't have any of my stuff together.
Right.
Like I didn't have my own way of we call it a retail operation. I didn't have my own retail operation in line where I was producing myself.
Right.
So I learned that you got to be an example.
Absolutely.
You have to be an example. So this is not, I'm being an example here, but I know that through doing this, I just went to San Diego for a class that I learned. All that stuff is creating the knowledge I need to create business, and I'm literally going to teach and help them do the same exact thing.
So right now what you're doing is the law of the lid.
Yeah.
You're increasing your lid.
Expanding the
You're
lid.
expanding. Because your guys can't grow unless you grow. You guys can't be more unless you're more. So I love the way you said it, because sometimes we just gotta help these people. Okay, we're gonna help you grow, we're gonna help you grow. But then in turn, we stop growing.
Yep.
We stop watering ourselves. And it's because we don't grow, they're stagnant.
Yep.
They're stagnant. Like, how are you gonna teach someone long division if you don't know your addition and subtraction?
Exactly.
There's no way.
That's so true.
There's no way.
That's so true.
I love that. I love it, because that's gonna get them where you need to go.
Yeah, and I have like people in the works, but they're not yet at the point of leadership. You know, and I'm talking about right now my leaders, my main leaders, and then obviously Lawrence is a part of that. Yeah, my core group. And then Lawrence, Lawrence, like our role is, even though we're all on the same team, right? But our role is he's figuring it out his way, which is perfect. It's all good,
right?
And so we're doing, and what I'm doing is everything that I'm doing. I know he sees it. I know I'm sharing it with him.
Right. Being the example.
Yeah, but either way, I'm here to be the example. So this is it, and I know they see it. It's great.
Right.
I'm just excited because from all this, I already know what's about to happen.
Right.
I already know it.
Right.
So I'm just glad I'm taking that step.
Dude, and it's a great step you're taking. And other people could say, "Oh, well, Val, you're getting distracted."
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, Val, while you're doing this, you could be doing this and doing that and doing this. Like, I got a lot of flack for what I'm doing.
Did you?
Oh yeah. Oh, Rod's just addicted to social media. Oh, Rod, blah blah blah. He's doing this. I'm like, listen. After I said the word "listen," I just stopped talking. Because you know what? It's not worth my energy to explain things to people who have already passed judgment on me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
You're like, cool.
And then the results will speak for themselves. And then they will see the results of the man that, quote unquote, isn't working and is just vlogging and doing all these things and traveling all these places.
Right.
And then when they see I'm getting the results that they're trying to get in their office.
Exactly.
Right? While I'm doing all this, they're going to come to me. Instead of hating on me, they're going to be asking me for help.
That's how it always is.
Yeah, and I'm like, welcome back. And don't worry. And you know what? And I will help them. Because that's just the process of things.
My man.
I will help them.
My
I'm
man.
not going to be like, hey, you weren't there when I was going through this. Yeah. Nah, man, I still got love for you. Let's understand, you just didn't know.
You didn't know any better.
You didn't know any better. So
right.
now I showed you better. And now you're going to learn how to do it for yourself.
Man. Yeah, it's so real. And the thing is, what you just said, it's like completely happened to me. It's still happening to me, and I know I hear about it.
Right.
People are saying, "Well, Val is out of the game, or Val he's doing some other thing.
Right.
He's distracted.
Distracted.
So it's like I got to the point where I don't even explain anymore. I just say, "Look, man, you just gonna have to just wait.
Right.
You're just gonna have to wait."
Right. Exactly. I'm not out of the game. Maybe my core. One thing is this: like, everyone else can say what they want, but my core guys, right? They need to know what I'm about. They need to see what's going on.
Yeah.
They need to know my plan of attack. The more I have on the line, I am able to make it happen that much faster, that much stronger, that much better. The more I have on the line, so I just keep putting stuff on the line.
So when you say competition, you mean like even inside your team, like creating competition.
Creating competition. Or inside yourself. Some people they're afraid to compete against other people.
Yeah.
So here, compete against yourself from yesterday.
Right.
Who were you last month today? All right, we need to compete against that person. And when you hit that, this is the reward you're gonna get.
So what do you tell people? Because it's not like that anymore with me. But I used to struggle with being liked. So I would have to, I would have standards, but I couldn't even get myself to enforce the standards.
Right,
man.
right. You were doing them, right? You were doing it yourself.
Yeah.
So, but you couldn't get yourself to enforce it because you feel. The things when we're in team building, right? And it, like in your business, it takes like their own effort, right?
Yeah,
they can come or they can leave. But someone told me this: sharp people crave systems and discipline.
Actually crave it.
Right, they actually crave it. If you do not give them those two things, they will go somewhere else. You could be the coolest guy, but they'll go somewhere else where they could get that. Because they know with structure and discipline, they will be able to hit their goals. Not everyone can move freely in the world, can swim freely in the sea. They need a track.
Yeah, everyone needs a track. Yeah.
And if they don't see that track, they're gonna go somewhere else. So for me, in order to get past that barrier of, hey, I don't, listen, you're not gonna hurt the feelings.
Right.
You're not gonna hurt the feelings because you know your intentions are pure. So if you know that, hey, I have to be this person in order for them to get those results, then you have to be that person. Because you know what? You're not being a dick by getting the results. You're being more of a dick. You are being an extreme asshole if you do not go to that person and help them out the way they need help.
Straight up. Right.
I could hang out with my guys and tell them, oh, it's cool, I got you, don't worry about it. And they don't hit their goals. They stay with me, waste a whole year with me, man. That's a waste of time. I was an asshole. They could have made more progress at McDonald's. I should have let them go and work at McDonald's, at Walmart. Not saying there's anything wrong with working there, but if they came here looking for an opportunity to make money and they can make more money somewhere else because I'm not there to coach and enforce that stuff on them, it's your job as a coach, as a leader, to do that. They signed up. They signed up for you, Val, to be their personal trainer.
Yeah.
So you had to go to their house. You had to go through the cupboards. You had to empty all their junk food, all those zebra cakes that Rob loves so much.
The zebra cakes.
Send zebra cakes to Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm all about it. Yeah, but you have to empty the cupboards. Send it, please. I'm low supply. But and then at the same time, you have to send them a plan of attack, and you have to train them, and you gotta make them sweat and push them to their limits. That's you. But what if your personal trainer, you're like, oh, they're hurting. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. They don't want to. Oh, Bale, you know, I'm not really feeling. I don't want to come into the gym today. Hey, you know what? Show up to the gym. I'm gonna show up with you. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna walk in, touch the weights. We're not gonna even lift it. We're just gonna touch it. And if you don't feel good enough after we touch the weights, we'll go right home. You come in, guess what? They touch the weights. Hey, you want to go home now? Nah, bro. Let's just do it. Let's go. And I get them the results. Whereas some other person doesn't want to hurt their feelings. They don't want to lose their income. They don't want to lose the person. They're going to leave. And right, we lose our income. Fear of loss on our part, right? We created a fear of loss that if we're not nice to them, they're going to leave. And then we're not going to get the revenue. We're not going to build our team. We're not going to get promoted. We've got to take ourselves out of it and say, what does that person need?
Wow. So you got to focus on them.
On them. That's my job.
That's it.
I'll do it with a smile on my face.
Right. All day.
Yeah. If I yell at one of my guys, my teammates, listen, when I'm done cutting them down, I have a smile on my face. I'm giving them a high five. I still love you, dude.
Right.
I'm not gonna, after this conversation's over. I don't harbor. I don't have time to harbor negativity in me.
Yeah.
We're cool because I love you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to see you win.
Right.
I love my guys. Some of them don't think that sometimes, but I love my guys.
Right.
But I show them I love them by getting them the results they need.
So it's interesting, but just like you, man, my goal is to be an example, man. My goal is to be, I want to normalize the fact that black people or any minorities, we do whatever we achieve, right, just like anybody else. Just like that.
Exactly.
And I think it's a great, like, because I call it being a bit of an underdog.
Right.
Like, I love that. So I can just go ahead and surprise you.
Right.
Like, yeah, let me surprise that.
Because I mean, if they see a black person go and dunk, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," but he could do it because he's black.
Yeah.
They see a black guy go and run a fucking Fortune 500 company or killing the business. Wow, how did that happen? Let me dig a little deeper. 2020 life story of RodericGrant and Valentine Ewudo.
Yeah.
Like, how did they do it? How did they battle the adversity? And how did they get through the struggle to be able to run a business? You know, if they see some white guy up there, they're not gonna be like, "Let's go investigate."
Right.
Oh, we know he had mommy and daddy and this and that. But who knows? It could have been the white guy. Could have came from
that.
From not so. He came from like very humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't know the story, but people just look at you and they paint the picture of what they see. They judge a book by its cover, and that's where you get people who are surprised and you get people who judge. Oh, that kid is spoiled. His mommy and daddy gives him everything. Nope. That's not what happened.
Yeah, man.
Get to know the person, man. That's what I'm going to get to know the people.
Right. Exactly.
But we got to normalize it. We got to normalize the success. Like, I don't want people to be surprised that we're successful. I want people to start investing and seeing that. Like, you know, what's that thing where everyone has to be equal in school? I forgot. It's been so long.
Everyone has to be equal, or
that it's like you apply to college
and they have
affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
Right. Some people are gonna hate me for this, man. Black people hate me for this. I hated affirmative action.
Well, I feel like it's enabling. Though.
Yeah, I hate it, dude. I hated it because it's like, what is that? Is that the cheat code to make things equal, easy for us and everything? Maybe at one point, yeah, okay, that was needed because, you know, you need to get some black people in this school.
Yeah.
You need to get someone in that school. But we have one black person. We're doing great over here. No, now you need 3, right? So, I mean, I don't feel good just being selected because they need the 3rd black person.
Exactly.
You know, I want you to select me because I'm so good, you can't ignore me. That's the only reason you're selecting me. Like you said, you like to be the underdog.
Yep.
Put the handicap level against me.
Right.
I'm going to excel. Put me under the pressure. That's the only way I get stronger.
Yep.
Increase the weight as much as you want. I'll struggle, and I have great people who have my back. They're gonna spot me and help me get through that weight. I'm gonna be benching that. I'm gonna be squatting that weight.
Right.
You know, Lil Wayne says it. This line, I love it. When it comes to that weight, I don't struggle. I just lift. 1, 2.
That's it.
And that's what it is. Give me as much weight you want.
Yep.
Cause I'm not gonna struggle. I'm just gonna lift it. That's, man. I just.
Roddy, you're out. Come on, man.
I think I'm tearing up right now. I'm tearing up right now.
So so now, because you're actually like, you really worked on your social media presence too. So how do we find you on social media?
Yeah. Everything is RodericGrant.
Dope.
Okay. So it's RoDeric. There is no K in my name. If you put a K there, you're gonna get someone much cooler than me. So it's R-O-D as in dog, E-R-I-C, then my last name Grant, G-R-A-N-T. Right. So for Instagram, obviously there's no space at RodericGrant. On YouTube, there's no space. YouTube.com/RodericGrant. Mm-hmm. Twitter is also at RodericGrant. And the only thing that's different is my Snapchat, because that's my alter ego, and that's Roddy Rowe. You're gonna see me doing
that's like
anything
super
and
behind the
everything.
scenes.
Yeah, super behind the scenes. See me take shots, date models, pop bottles. Right? Like that's actually Young Charles's scene. I'm trying to quit that.
I'm trying to get a part of that, huh?
I'm trying to play chess with old people. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh man!
I'm trying to have you guys just watch me clean my bathroom or something like that. But yeah, at Roddy Rowe, and Facebook is just my first and last name, RodericGrant. And that's it. I mean, you guys find me. I'm gonna try to put a lot of good content out there.
Yeah.
And stuff that can relate to everyone. Maybe somebody, and hey, hopefully you watch something that I do, or hear something that I say, and it motivates you or inspires you to go and get it yourself.
Right.
And if you guys ever need a helping hand, please reach out to me. Yes, I get a lot of people flooding my DMs and everything like that, but I do go through all of it, and I'm gonna make sure that, hey, I can get people the help they need. And if I can't help them, I know someone else that can. Mm-hmm. And that's the cool thing about having that support group. You know, me knowing you, Val, Vincent, Lawrence, Muhammad, Charles, all these people. We just have a really good structure of, hey, no, you know what? I don't have the answer for that, but I know someone that would.
Right, exactly.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
So get with it.
Get with it. Yep. So in closing, Rod. So what would you give as a parting piece of guidance, some advice?
Don't stop dreaming. Right? Dream as big as you can. Dream as large as you can. Dream so big that when you tell someone you dream, that they laugh at you. But don't stop there. Once you have that dream, put it down on paper and turn it into a plan. And then surround yourself with people who can dream just as big as you, who can plan just as hard as you, and who can push the freaking gas pedal down to the ground.
Right.
Just as fast as you. And go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it, man.
Because you will. You'll get it.
All right, my man.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
This will be first of many. First of many.
We're going to be doing this, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, dude. And I'm going to be reaching out to you, too, as well. Because, I mean, you know some stuff that's going to help out my reps.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in my business, they have a conference calls with just people in the same business. And I'm okay with that. But that's like dating your sister. You know what I'm saying? We're part of the same family. Let me reach out to a different family and get someone else from a different background. But it's all business, but let's get a different perspective. Exactly. So I want them to hear your perspective. Yeah, you do Herbalife. We do sales and marketing with like AT&T and Walmart and all this stuff. But you know what? I want them to know what you do.
Right, exactly.
And when they hear the similarities of some things, they're like, wow, this is a
and there are similarities. Yeah.
Right. It's across the board.
Yeah, man.
Sure. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.